regard to GDP calculation by using expenditure method. Ibu adik baca tak faham ke? Okay. Tak ada. More questions? Tak ada. Expenditure method. Ini income method kan? Belum masuk lagi kan? Sebab nak tahu income method, dia kena tahu expenditure method. Sebab dia reverse process, okay? Yang ni daripada A ke B is expenditure method. A ke Z, expenditure method. Income method Z ke A. That kind of. So kena tahu lah reverse dia tu. Okay? Kalau tak ada then let's proceed lah. Okay. So, let me go over the expenditure method, okay? Let me go over the expenditure method. First of all, come up with all the consumption by the household, whether it is durable, non-durable, also isn't it? Plus the investment by the by the business. Investment kita ada 3 jenis. Kita ada buying new plant, new equipment, as well as inventory. Dalam inventory itu 3 benda, okay? So all the purchases by the government as well as the net export. The export minus import. Okay, this total will give you the GDP at market price, isn't it? From GDP, we are going to calculate the GNP, isn't it? GNP at market price. So what we need to do is that we have to do adjustment, the plus minus net property income from the abroad, whereby we talk about the inflow minus outflow, isn't it? And then we go to the next stage. From GNP at market price, we are calculating GNP at factor cost, isn't it? The asal dia tu. So we have to minus all the taxes, okay? Minus indirect business tax. We have several taxes. You have to know what are they. And then we have to plus all the subsidies given by the government. Okay, from GNP, so we are going to calculate the national income. National income also as net national product. As we discussed earlier, from gross to net, the adjustment is that we have to minus the depreciation. Okay, so let's go over the income method. As for income method is that we have to calculate the income first. Okay, we are calculating national income. Ni yang last kali dulu kita kira. National income, or we talk about the NNP. So how to calculate the national income? So page 152. Okay, so we know that recall the circular flow. Kejap. Mana circular flow ni? Tak ada. Okay, just recall the circular flow. So we have the household, we have the business, we have the government, we have the financial product, factor, and then we have foreign. So we know that we will get income. This is a household, isn't it? Household get the income. Where will they get income from? From the factor product. Why we get income? Because we sell what? What does the household sell? They sell land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. Am I right, class? So you are selling this, then you are receiving the income. So if you sell labor, you get apa? Wages. If you sell land, you get rent. If you sell capital, you get interest. And if you sell the entrepreneurship, you get the profit. So the things that we are going to calculate, we'll talk about this thing. Are you with me, class? Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, so let's say we are talking about we are selling the labor. So we got the wages. Okay, so when we talk about the wages here, it talk about a general thing. We talk about the compensation to employees. Okay, compensation to employees. Because dalam compensation to employees kita ada dua. We talk about the salary and wages, isn't it? Kita jual labor, kita dapat either salary or wages. What the difference between the two? Salary is fixed, wages is variable. Salary is a monthly basis, wages is which is on maybe hourly, maybe weekly, maybe daily. Okay, sebab tu dia jadi variable. Okay, so regardless which one, salary or wages, we talk about the compensation to employees, is it? Okay, so dah lah, batuk lah Medan. Kejap Medan ambil air. Aduh. Okay, sorry. Actually, I'm not feeling well ni. Sakit kepala sikit. Tapi tak apalah, proceed sikit. Okay, so we have compensation to employee. Compensation ni employee dia ada dua subkategori. Satu, wages dengan salary. Satu lagi, supplement to wages and salary. Supplement to wages and salary. So supplement meaning to say wages and salary, kalau Melayu kata gaji pokok. Okay, gaji pokok, you will receive that. Okay, you work, you will receive that. And we have the other one is supplement to the wages and salary, the extra that you get. For example, EPF. Okay, maybe you don't know what is the EPF, but you know that it is employee pension fund, or we talk about here provident fund. Okay, so benda ni you are not receiving it now, you receive it later. Kenapa tak ada pun? Okay, dalam payslip dia ada, tapi you tak terima cash in hand. Benda tu jadi fund kita, tabung. This is tabung given by the employer to the employee. Okay, kita akan dapat, tapi bukan sekarang. Next we have SOCSO, the same thing, SOCSO. Okay, security benefits. Then we have payment like incentives. Example, bonus, mileage claim, overtime. Okay, kita kerja macam medium tak adalah overtime. Ada setengah kerja, we talk about it, you go outside from the company, isn't it? Field trip ke mana, I tak tahulah. So let's say you duduk dekat KL base. You have to visit the branch, isn't it? So you pergi sana, pergi daripada KL pergi ke Penang. So bila you visit ke sana, you akan dapat extra payment in term of the allowance. Mileage you boleh claim, lodging you boleh claim. Are you with me? Foods you boleh claim. So that is the extra thing they give you, isn't it? So this thing we talk about the supplement, the top up for your wages and salary. So that's why kebanyakannya ada setengah gaji, ada setengah kerja is a basic is low, and yet with the plus the supplement it is mana? Shoot up terus. Ada setengah doktor gaji dia tinggi tapi dia tak ada supplement sangat, sikit saja supplement. So when we talk about kerja-kerjaan, gaji dia sikit je, gaji pokok dia. Okay, gaji pokok dia sikit. And when we talk about supplement dia tinggi sikit. So talking about supplement, just for your information, just to share the knowledge with you class, okay? Extracting je ni. Okay, when we talk about government, I'm talking about government because this is what I know best, isn't it? Okay, let's say kita ada grade gaji, grade gaji. So we have 41, 44, 48, 52, apa lagi? And then jusa lah. Jusa C, jusa B, jusa A. This is top lah, paling tinggi gaji dia. Okay, you bila-bila masuk, bila kerja dapat dalam 41. Okay, so bila grade, allowance dia beza-beza. Okay, kita dapat housing allowance. Housing allowance DG41, 44, 250. You duduk rumah sendiri ke, you dapat rumah sewa ke, dia akan bagi you. So kalau you duduk rumah sewa 200, you dapat extra 50. Are you with me? So DG48, dia terus naik jadi 500. Ni naik 700. Plus minus je. Dia 750 dia dah lupa. Makin naik lah. Ribu-riban lah ni. 1K ke 2K, I forgot this one. Dia dah bagi. Housing allowance. Kola. Kola ni ikut what? What is kola stand for? Cost? No. Cost of living allowance. Allowance? Hidup. Okay, so if you live in the city, KL, ni KL, so you akan dapat 350. Regardless what is the grade. Duduk KL, 350. Oh, 3, I forgot. Government city also naik turun. And then, sebab luas sikit daripada KL, radius dia. Okay, sini you dapat 300. Makin jauh daripada city ni, dia akan dapat 250. Makin jauh, you akan dapat 200. Macam medium duduk kat Kuantan. Kuantan dapat 250 sebab dia tak kira bandar besar. KL, Penang, JB entitled for 350. So this is allowance given by the government. Okay? On top of your gaji. Gaji kita kecil je. Tapi bila campur all these allowance, here and there lah ni. Rumah 500. That's all. Okay? Kita talk about the medical benefit, what not lagi. Okay? Are you with me, class? And then, apa tadi? EPF. EPF, tak tahulah. Okay, medium, dia bagi kat medium 1,000 plus minus. 1,000 monthly. Okay? Yang ni medium tak ingat lah. Dia grade jugalah dalam 800 kot. I forgot. Okay, 800. 1,000. Dia jadi ni 1,000. Naiklah 200 ke, makin naik. Yang ni akan dapat bila you pencen, bukan sekarang. Okay, so ada employee, EPF ni ada dua. Okay, satu employer yang bayar, satu employee yang bayar. Yang ni optional. Employer bayar you 1,000, you nak bayar berapa persen? 10% ke daripada gaji, 2% ke 8% regardless. Tapi dia ada grade, dia ada table. So dia, let's say medium bayar 12%. Dalam, medium tak ingat kot, 2,000, 1,000 juga kot. So monthly 2,000 medium simpan. So you just imagine monthly darab 12, yearly darab dengan services. Let's say 10 tahun. Dah berapa dah? Are you with me, class? Okay, kalau servis 20 tahun, kalau servis 30 tahun, that's why bila upon pencen, nenek tok ke, mak saudara ke, yang tua-tua tu macam medium ni, dia nak pencen, so RM600K daripada EPF. Duit menabung. Okay, kalau you tak pernah keluarkan, kalau pernah you keluarkan, sekarang kan dah boleh keluar, I don't know, 500K, 400, depends on your, this one. Berapa yang dicarum oleh apa panggil? Employer. Dan berapa yang dicarum oleh employee. Okay, this is on top of the money. Are you with me, class? Okay. So this thing really matters lah kalau you nak cari kerja nanti. Are you with me, class? Okay. So this is a supplement to the wages and salary. Health benefit. Okay, most of the kerja regardless lah government ke private sector ke, my advice is that you go for health benefit. Benefit lain kurang tak apa, health benefit yang penting. Kenapa? Because one fine day, let's say you having a family. Kalau you a single tak ada masalah, kecil ke banyak ke sikit, you single seorang. But when we talk about a family, it depends on the company. Ada company tak cover family, ada company cover only spouse. Ada company only cover 2 of the children. Okay? So you go for the max, cover all. So that's better. T and B, the best. Cover sampai meninggal. Are you with me, class? Kalau you are A, cover sampai bekerja. Dia lain. So once you stop your you are not working with URA anymore. So you cannot get the half benefit. You kena bayar. But TNB, you dah berhenti kerja dah. You sakit lagi. You pergi hospital, you still dapat. Government dia akan dapat kalau kerja dengan government. Jika kena pergi hospital kerajaan, dia akan dapat untuk orang pencen. Untuk hospital swasta dia tak boleh. Okay, dia banyaklah the pro and con. So my advice that you go for the half benefit cari kerja tu. Okay, kalau single tak apa, dia cari kerja gaji mahal. Half benefit dia tak ada, tak apa single. But when you are a family man, better go for the half benefit. Okay, so if you give labor compensation to employee, if you give land, we talk about the rental. You get the rental here. So compensation to employee plus rental plus apa lagi? Okay, what do you mean by rental here? Rental, how many types? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 types of rental. Class, please refer to your book, okay? Dia tak nak tulis satu-satu kat sini. Highlight which one is applicable. Okay, rents of property. Understood. So you have 2 houses. One house you live in, the other house you rent out. So monthly, if you rent out for 1K, you get 1K monthly. So if fall under rental ataupun you ada building. You rent kepada satu company ni ataupun you ada satu tanah, sekeping tanah, you rent out kepada satu company untuk buat kilang. So monthly you masuk. Are you with me, class? So it fall under rental, rent on property. The second rental we talk about royalty. Royalty biasanya payment for the intellectual property. Bukan dia bukan property yang kita boleh pegang macam itu, dia intellectual property. Okay, we talk about royalty. Okay, so royalty biasanya datang with the entertainment field, isn't it? Okay, entertainment field, nyanyi, lagu, semualah. And then we talk about the author. Okay, if you write a book. So you write a book, you need someone to publish your book and then talk about the distributions of the book, selling the book. You tak payah tulis saja. So those people will get we will get the money from selling the book. Daripada 1,000 duit tu misalnya kita jual, dia akan bagi kepada publisher, dia akan bagi kepada marketing, dia akan bagi banyak dia punya part for the property there. We talk about the royalty. So you pun dapat you punya part in terms of the royalty. Okay, you rent out your intellectual property. Okay, class. Second, third one we talk about rent on capital goods. When we talk about rental on capital goods, okay, this is general knowledge. How many types of contractor that you know? Contractor, siapa tahu? Contractor, class A, class B, class C, class D, class E, class F. Ada class Z? Ada? So what the difference between A, B, C, D, E, F? Saya contractor class F. Oh, itu pula. Okay, saya contractor class C. So what are the difference between this contractor? Siapa tahu? Modal dia nak start. Yes, thank you. Okay. So for you to get the F license F, you have to have with you 250k. Yang ni main nak naik lah. I don't know, 400 kot. I don't know, 1 billion kot. I don't know. Okay. Tapi yang ni is a meme. Dia tak boleh ada 100 F. So, apa yang F cover? Apa yang A cover? All this one is a mega project. Yang F ni dia akan dapat subcontractor, buat wiring. Nampak tak kelas? Dia kecil-kecil. So ataupun dia tak nak masuk dalam mega project juga, F ni dia nak buat sendiri boleh. Baiki jalan raya, pasang lampu, all the small project will be covered by F. Sebab dia punya pun sikit. Okay. So F ni sebab dia punya starting capital dia is very small. So dia tak ada semua barang. Asset dia pun sikit. So let's say dia nak bina satu rumah housing, okay, dia takkan pajak semua, dia memerlukan crane kan, nak angkat batu, nak letak kat sini, nak letak kat sana, isn't it? So this crane you don't have. What is the price for this crane? I don't know, maybe 1 million. Crane mahal. So takkanlah kita nak buat perumahan ni, kita pergi beli crane, isn't it? So you have to rent a crane. You rent from maybe A, maybe C there. A, B, C ada crane. D, E, F, I don't know. Okay? Dia kena ada, sebab tu dia punya capital here. 1B, semua kira. Crane ada berapa biji, lori ada berapa biji. Okay? Kontraktor yang besar-besar. So ni, for example, siapa tahu? The biggest contractor. YT apa? Ayo. You akan lalu simen punya lori. Dia akan tulis YTL. Yo, Tio, Lai. Balik kelas. This is a general information. Mana-mana mega project akan nampaklah YTL. Di crane kan, dia akan tulis YTL. Siapa-siapa yang ada crane, dia akan tulis nama dia. So, you need to rent out the capital, isn't it? So some of the company rent out, isn't it? So if you're contractor A, you rent out the contractor E or F. So you dapatlah you punya rental there. Are you with me, class? Okay, maybe imputed rental value on occupied houses. Tadi masa first one we talk about rent on property. You have 2 houses. One you live in, the other one you rent out. Right now, let's say you have 1 house. You live in that house, but your house has a potential value to be rented out. Let's say rumah Medan sekarang. Okay? Kalau Medan sewakan, berapa ke value yang possible untuk the house? Maybe let's say we talk about 800. Correct. That 800 will fall under imputed rental value on owner occupied houses. Kita tak bayar kat diri kita sendiri, tapi rumah tu ada value. Okay, kelas, faham? Senyap tu harap faham. Okay, next. Land labor, capital. We talk about the interest. Here we talk about net interest. Net interest. Dia terus masuk net. Net meaning to say receive minus pay. Okay, sekarang biasa kita kata capital here is a capital good to produce another good, isn't it? Right now we are talking about household. So apa kaitan kita dengan capital as a household? Okay, you baca buku. This is the interest payment made by the business to household. Kenapa business bayar dekat household? Recall the circular flow. Kenapa? Sebab household save the money in the bank, isn't it? And that money will be used by the business for the investment, isn't it? Investment here we talk about the purchase of productive capital. So dia kena bayar. Bila dia bayar kat bank, understood dia bayar dekat kita. So bila bayar dekat kita, we talk about the interest receive. Bila kita letak duit kita dekat bank. Are you with me? Minus, kita pun pay the interest in term of what? If you make a purchase on credit. Okay, beli apa? Beli rumah? Boleh ke bayar cash, kelas? Siapa bayar beli rumah bayar cash? Mak siapa? Nak tahulah juga. Ayah siapa? Beli rumah bayar cash. It's very rare. Okay, you buy a house, let's say 200k cash. Very rare. You kena buat loan juga. So meaning to say minus interest paid. So we talk about that. Net interest. Are you with me, class? Okay, entrepreneurship, we talk about the profit, isn't it? Profits, okay? So let's say you have a company. Can you own a company? Who own a corporate? Who own a company? Shareholders. Okay, let's say, okay, let's say you have you are one of the shareholders, okay, ataupun you are the CEO of the company. This is the company, your company. You keluarkan barang. And then at the end you got profit, revenue. Profit, we talk about the revenue minus cost, isn't it? So you get a profit. So where will this profit go to? This profit will go to three things. Okay? But sekarang ni dia tak masuk lagi kan? Okay, betul dah, profits. Profit will go to shareholder as what? As dividend. You have to pay the dividend to shareholders. And part of profit you have to pay for the corporate income tax. Okay, you can bayar that from the profits there. It's not from the cost. Okay, corporate income tax. Tax atas income. Okay. And then lastly we have what? Retained earning. What do you mean by retained earning? Ataupun dia nama kat sini undistributed corporate profits. Some of the profit that you do not pay to anything, you retain in the company. We call it retaining. You remain in the company for what? Maybe for contingency, maybe for reinvestment. Are you with me, class? So, these are the profits. Okay, we have three parts of profit you have to know. Dividend, corporate income tax, as well as retained earning. You fall under the profits. If you are the shareholder of the corporations. Are you with me, class? Okay, we know that there are three types of business, isn't it? Apa dia? So proprietor, partnership, as well as corporate. Yang corporate kita dah cover dalam profits. What about the so proprietor as well as partnership? We call it proprietors income. Okay, proprietors income, income of whom? Self-employed people. Okay, dia kerja sendiri. So dia masuk dekat proprietors income. Are you with me, class? Okay, you kerja sendiri. You buka grocery, kedai jual barang-barang daily. Okay? Okay. The things that you receive, the profit that you receive is called the proprietors income. You kena bayar kat shareholder ke? Tak payahlah. You tolak semua cost, the revenue minus cost, what you receive is called your income, isn't it? Okay? Or maybe partnerships, the same thing. Okay, income of each partner is imposed equivalent to those of the proprietors. You dapat you punya income. And then lastly, maybe you are a cooperative, co-op. Okay, co-op ni is earning dalam this is okay, co-op ni dia beza sikit je daripada benda-benda lain. Okay, you boleh baca ke? Dia macam corporate. It's like a corporate but smaller scale. Okay, sebab tu dia tak ada dividend on the shareholders yang besar, dia takkan ada yang interest besar, profit besar, dia semua kecil-kecil. Okay, semua dia kecil-kecil. So they call it as a cooperative. So you add them all, the rental, compensation to employee plus rental plus net interest plus profit plus proprietor's income will give you national income. So when you have to calculate the GDP by calculate GDP using income method. So the first thing that you have to do is that you have to calculate national income dahulu. Are you with me, class? From national income, barulah you boleh calculate GDP. Why? Why boleh calculate GDP? Because it is a inverse process here. So you are starting this point. This is your first point. So you have to go to here. You have to reverse the process. You have to find what? GNP at factor cost. What need to do? Reverse. You have to plus the depreciation. Are you with me, class? And then you have to find GNP at market price. What need you to do? You have to plus indirect business tax. You have to minus subsidies. Reverse process. And then from GNP at market price, you will go for GDP at market price. So you have to plus minus the net property income from the abroad. Are you with me, class? Okay, that's why you have to know the expenditure method first in order for you to know the income method. Any question? Oi, cepat faham? Okay, by using the income method, from the income, national income, how can we find GMP after cost? Gitu je soalan dia. Plus depreciation, jawapan dia. That kind of je. Are you with me, class? Okay, faham? Okay, dia akan ulang macam tu je. Okay, if you have no question, betul ke no question ni? Dan habiskanlah sikit je lagi. Measuring GDP using output value added. Okay, tak ada? Mana pergi? Okay, yang ni kita nak kira satu barang. Satu barang. Kita tak kira macam what is the price of, macam mana kita come up with the price of the good. Okay, measuring GDP using output value added. Okay, we start from the very beginning, the birth of the good. Macam mana? Okay, macam awak juga, what is the birth of you? Macam mana? Ada mak, ada ayah, isn't it? That kind of the birth of the good. Let's say, here we talk about the dress here. Okay? Macam mana the birth of the dress? Dress tu, okay? Macam mana the birth of the dress? Asal dress ni daripada mana, kelas? Asal dia. So here we talk about the production process. Okay, so we talk about the value added method. Okay, production method ataupun value added method. So dress ni the startnya daripada asal dia, material dia. What is the first step? Is that kambing biri-biri tu ada lagi. Okay, ladang kambing biri-biri. Sebab let's say kita kata dress dia punya material adalah bulu biri-biri. Okay, bulu biri-biri, bulu kambing biri-biri tu. Okay. Okay, so start asalnya sheep brand sell wool to wool processor company. Okay, ada ladang ni. Dia bela sheep. Okay, dia bela sheep. Okay, dia bela sheep. So, lepas tu dia ketam-ketam sheep dapatlah wool tadi kan. Are you with me, class? So, kat sini dia akan bagi kepada, adahai, kenapa pula tangan ni lembik. Okay, so we talk about the transaction value, intermediate cost, and then we have the value added. Cantiknya. Okay, so we have that. Okay, transaction value is that sheep, dia beli daripada mana sheep? Tak ada dia beli daripada siapa-siapa pun. Okay, misalan. Okay, ada ke? Tak ada. Transaction value maknanya apa? What is the meaning of intermediate cost? What do you mean by the value added? What do you mean by transaction value? Transaction value ni harga jual. Ni harga beli ni. Plus minus, layman's words, okay? Layman's words. Value added adalah beza. Okay, itu je. Okay? So, harga jual, sheep. Dia jual dengan harga berapa? Bulu-bulu ni. Dia jual kepada apa dah? Dia sheep, dia jual bulu. Dia jual bulu kepada siapa? Wool processor company. Wool processing company. Okay, wool. Dia dapat wool kan? Dia wool ni jual kepada wool processing company. Okay, dia jual sebanyak mana? Sebanyak RM30. What is harga beli dia? Dia tak beli mana-mana sheep ni. Dia dapat daripada mak ayah dia dulu. So, it's a zero thing. We start from the very beginning. So, what is the difference between these two? We have a 30. The value added is 30. Okay, the wool processing company receive the wool. What will they do with the wool? They will process, isn't it? They process the wool so that it become cloth, isn't it? It become the cloth. Okay, so bila dia proses jadi cloth, ada cost kat dia kan? Ada cost kat dia kan? Betul? That's why dia beli dengan harga 30, dia jual dengan harga berapa? Takkanlah 30 juga. So buku kat sini kata tulis 42. Kos dia let's say RM12. So that's why the processed wool become the cloth, dia jual harga RM42. So beza 42 and 30 is RM12. And then dia buat cloth. Dia cloth ni jual kat siapa? For sure lah kepada textile company, isn't it? Dijual kepada textile company the cloth. Then what will the textile company do with the cloth? Okay, what will they do? They will make a dress. Textile company. The cloth become the dress, isn't it? So textile company bought the cloth for RM42 and then they make a dress and sell the dress to retailer, retail company atau retail outlets. Okay, so dijual dengan harga berapa? RM55. Boleh tak? So beza value added here is RM13. Okay, dia jual dress to retail company. What will the retail company do? Alamak. Little Fana dulu. What is Little Fana? Iza? Sana ada retail. Alamak. Madam, sorry. From the? Sebelum pergi retail. Apa? Dress manufacturer boleh juga. Tapi dia dah buat dress sayang. Dia dah buat dress. Okay. Kat sini kita panggil. Alay. Ni dah lupa. Sebelum pada retailer. Retail. Wholesaler. Yes, thank you. Ya Allah, kenapa tak keluar thank you, my dear. Wholesaler. Okay. Wholesaler jual kepada retailer. Isn't it? Okay, so wholesaler dia beli dengan harga 55, dia jual kepada retailer 65. Apa cost wholesaler kepada retailer? Kenapa tak terus daripada textile company tu jadi dress kepada retailer terus? Okay, class. What's the difference between wholesaler dengan retailer? Beli banyak. Okay, wholesaler kena beli dengan, let's say we talk about the air mineral ke baju tu dia beli dengan harga kontainer. Dia beli 5 kontainer, 4 kontainer. Dia tak beli satu kotak. Tapi retailer boleh beli satu kotak air mineral. Are you with me? Dalam satu kotak ada 12 ke 24, benda dah lupa. Air kat dalam, kotak kecil-kecil. Sebab tu retailer tak boleh beli sebab dia tak ada modal. Dia kena beli yang kecil-kecil daripada wholesaler. Wholesaler modal dia besar sebab tu dia boleh beli dengan kontainer. Harga kontainer. Are you with me, class? Okay, from wholesaler to retailer. So dia adalah incur some cost ini, transportation cost, sorting cost, distribution cost, I don't know, jaga punya cost, nak jaga manager semua, isn't it? So that's why bought at 55, he will sold 65 to whom? Retailer. From retailer it will go to consumer. Final one. So we talk about here. Wholesaler bought at 65, sell to consumer for 89. Alamak, beza ni tak boleh. 10. So beza dua orang ni is 24. So when you calculate when you add up the value added here, the total will give you the 89. 89 is the same as the last price when the seller sell it to consumer. So you dapatlah satu harga dress. So daripada satu harga dress ni, you berdapat untuk 1C baru. 1C. 2C. Consumption, are you with me, class? So total, Alhamdulillah. Are you with me, class? Ni tak beli lagi electrical lagi. Tak beli apa lagi, so dia akan jadi C at the end. So C plus I plus G plus L, saya dapatlah GDP. Any question? Any question, class? Yeah. Sure. Okay, turn to page 158. Everybody, page 158. Ada kebas lagi ni. Aduh. Dah, are you in that page? Okay, sometimes they ask you to calculate, given the national income, find disposable personal income. Meda malu dengan tulisan Meda sebab when I take a look at your what? Assignment, ya Allah, tulisan cantik-cantik je tulis tangan pun. Tulisan Meda teruk macam cakar ayam. Okay, Meda tak tahu kenapa. Daripada dulu lagi duk cakar ayam. Okay, national income to disposable income. We have steps that we need to do. Okay, from national income. Macam mana national income tadi? Compensation to employee plus rental plus net interest plus income plus proprietors, plus profit plus proprietors income will give you national income. National income ni income untuk semua orang, total, isn't it? Sekarang kita nak pergi kepada disposable personal income. Income orang tu sahaja. Okay, so what you need to do? Okay, this is very crucial. Minus income earned but not received plus income received but not earned. Buat dulu. From here will give you what? Alamak. Gigi-gigi tangan madam. From here will give you personal income. Okay. Income earned but not received, income received but not earned. Okay, what do you mean by this one? Income earned, not received. Okay, for information, income earned, this is your income. You should have it, but you do not receive it. Okay, income that you do not receive. Medan dah cakap tadi, salah satu adalah EPF. That is your income, but government has said that is your income fund. At the end of your retirement, baru you dapat that thing. So this is a national income. You have to minus it. Income earned but not received. Are you with me, class? Income earned but not received, page 156. EPF. Okay? So EPF seseorang tu yang dia cakap tadi lah. Yearly dia akan naik. Monthly dia akan naik. So maybe 400, maybe 300. I don't know. Tolak semua tu, okay? Income earned but not received. That is your income, yet you not receive it. Corporate income tax. Okay? Okay, this is also part of the profit that you should receive as a shareholder, but you don't receive it, isn't it? Because you have to pay for the government, isn't it? Government use the tax money to provide the public goods. You have to pay for the government, so you have to minus all the income that you do not receive. Corporate tax, income tax, and so as well as undistributed corporate profit. So you just remember from the profit tadi kita bagi kepada 3, dividend, corporate, income tax, as well as retained earning. Okay, so these two you do not receive. This one dividend you receive as a shareholder, isn't it? So it's okay lah. When you do not receive, you have to minus it. Minus income earned but not received. Any question, class? Plus income received. You terima, not earn. Receive but not earn. Not yours. Ada tak kita terima duit yang bukan kita punya? Adalah. The best example is a student. What do you receive? Page 157. Educational grants or scholarship. You receive it monthly or semesterly, and yet is that your money? No, that's not your money. Whose money is that? Taxpayer money. Thank you, sayang. Government mana ada duit? Taxpayer money. Okay, government tax us. Okay, so use our money wisely for your education. Okay, taxpayer money. So one of it is education. The other, you boleh tengok lah. Welfare benefit payment, unemployment compensation, SOCSO. Okay, SOCSO ni macam ni tau. Pekeso ke SOCSO. Okay, you kerja. Work. Okay. And then, let's say, na'udzubillah, you got an accident. Okay. You receive, tengoklah dia punya what we call it, agreement masa sebelum kerja, berapa you terima, okay. So tengok keadaan you permanently disabled, half disabled, cannot work for 1 month, 2 month, apa-apa. So you akan dapat SOCSO punya pampasan, payment from the SOCSO, let's say RM 50k sebab tak boleh kerja 3 bulan. So you baru je masuk kerja 1 hari. Is this your money? No. Are you with me, class? So income received but not your money. So you have to plus it. Okay, so unemployment compensation ni dia dekat Malaysia dia tak ada. Given money given to those who not employed. Okay, dekat luar negeri US, UK, mana-mana citizens yang tak dapat kerja, dia akan dibayar unemployment compensation. Kat Malaysia, you menganggur, you tak ada duit, that's it. Gone, done. Tak dapat duit lah. Okay, so different negara akan have different things. Okay? Tapi dia adalah berapa tahunnya. Takkanlah sama hidup dia tak kerja dapat. Dia kan dalam 5 tahun pertama selepas grad ataupun 10 tahun pertama depends on the country. Okay? Bukan sampai seumur hidup dibayar oleh kerajaan. Okay? So dah pension benefit payment pun dah kau. Pension benefit from retirement, disability benefit from retirement sama juga dengan EPF tadi kan? EPF. This is EPF, pension benefit payment. Welfare benefit payment. So welfare ni macam mana? Household eligible to receive this payment due to the property welfare department. Okay? Jabatan Kebajikan Masyarakat. Okay, that is not your money. Tapi some of the people, let's say we talk about them. Okay, we have 3 types. T20, M40, B40. So cukuplah 100% isn't it? So yang paling bawah B40, paling bawah we talk about a very poor. So some of these people, they receive money from government monthly. We talk about a welfare benefit payment. Dapat, let's say, I don't know, biasa dia bagi sikit je, tak tahu kenapa. 500. Paling banyak 300, biasa 300. Okay, orang yang sangat miskin dapat 300, tapi dia kena berdaftar dengan government. Banyaklah cekadak dia, ngok-ngek dia tu, okay. Tapi you will receive dengan jabatan kerajaan. Let's say, kebajikan, sorry. Kalau you ada anak yang OKU, you also boleh receive from Jabatan Kebajikan Masyarakat. Okay, class? So this is also not your money, but you receive it. So you have to plus that. And lastly, we have zakat. Zakat for sure lah. Okay, for the kebajikan, this is for all people, Malaysians. Okay, Muslim or non-Muslim, semua terima kebajikan. Tapi when we talk about zakat, we talk about the Malaysian Muslim only. Okay? A poor Muslim receive the zakat. Needy, converts, collector of zakat. So we have a 7 or 8 asnaf. Asnaf. 7 ke 8 asnaf. Kelas. 7. Kenapa kat sini 8? Kenapa 8? Fikir, miskin, amil, mu'allaf, riqab. Wa fil riqab, gharimin, fi sabilillah. Okay, last kali tu. Okay, last kali. Those travel who are running out of the money, yang tu tak ada. Okay, tapi kat sini dia letak juga, boleh dikira jugalah. Biasanya kata 7 asnaf plus this one. Okay, 7. 7 plus 1. Traveler who run out of the money. Kalau fi sabilillah ni, dia buat kerja kepada towards upholding Islam. Okay? Yang ni dia traveler. Tiba-tiba dia run out of the money. Okay, so boleh juga. Okay? So you have to add the income received but not earned. Minus income earned but not received will give you personal income. So what is the difference between personal income and disposable personal income? What's the difference, class? Okay, layman's word. Yang tu bila you tengok formula minus taxes, what is the layman's word between the difference between personal income and disposable personal income? Okay, tak tahu. Layman's word, simple word. Simple word, personal income is income that you receive. Can you use it for consumption? No. That is personal. But disposable income, income that you receive and it is yours. You can do whatsoever you want to do. Dia ni macam revenue lah. Yang ni macam revenue, yang ni profits. Kita dapat revenue, kita boleh ke bahagi dah terus? Tak boleh kan? Enjoy terus? Tak boleh sebab kena tolak cost dulu. Bila tolak cost dapat profit, dan that's your money, you can use it, you can dispose it to the things that you want to do. So that's why when you get a personal income, you have to minus government punya dulu. They call it minus personal taxes. How many taxes, personal taxes that we have, class? Nah, tengok tu. Berlambat 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 personal taxes kita ada kat sini. Kita tolak taxes, barulah duit lebihan tu is called disposable personal income. Income for you to use it, to dispose. Okay, the first personal income kita talk kepada income tax. Income tax yearly kena bayar. Okay, income tax kita bayar ikut apa? Ikut gaji. Okay, gaji let's say yearly 40k. Okay, tolak tu, tolak ni, tolak tu, tolak ni, at the end kita kena gaji yang what we call it taxable income. Last kali tolak taxable income adalah let's say 3,000. Okay, taxable income, let's say you have 2% of 3,000. 10 lah, senang nak kira. Then you have the other 10%, 5%. The first one. 10% of 3,000. Equal to 300. Ni je lah income yang you kena bayar. Are you with me? Gaji dia 40k. Income yang you kena bayar 300 yearly. Okay lah. You minus that personal tax. Okay. Personal property taxes. Apa dia personal property taxes? Cukai rumah. Cukai pintu. Okay? Boleh kelas? Cukai tanah. Property. You ada tanah. You kena bayar cukai. Kalau you tak bayar cukai tanah, government boleh ambil balik tanah tu. Okay? Rampas balik. Macam rumah juga. You tak bayar cukai pintu. What happen? Local government can confiscate ke rampas? Can confiscate your property kalau you tak bayar. Okay? personal property taxes. Next, inheritance taxes. What does it mean, inheritance? Okay, let's say you have loss and loss. Let's say your nenek ke your tok ada loss of property. And then that property, it takes time for you to manage it. So very hard for you to manage. So you have to let siapa yang manage inheritance? Siapa tahu? Amanah? Amanah? Amanah raya. Tak tahu ke? Amanah raya akan manage the inheritance tadi. Okay? So you pun let the amanah raya tentukan siapa yang dapat berapa, siapa anak berapa, dia akan kira semua. So in the meantime, for them to manage those, it takes years. So you have to pay for the inheritance taxes. Kalau boleh settle, kalau tak boleh settle, ingat senang nak settle inheritance. Benda tu menyebabkan pergaduhan. Okay, pergaduhan. Dalam Islam dah settle, dah kan? Anak ni, kalau ada anak berapa orang, berapa dapat berapa, dah bagi berapa. Masalahnya dia memerlukan consent, susah. Consent semua orang. Boleh tak? Anak ni dapat banyak ni. Ada yang tu tak setuju, ada yang ni tak setuju. Yang tak setuju itulah bila boleh balik kepada amanah raya. Okay, amanah raya yang settlekan. Okay? So, you have to pay for the inheritance taxes. Last kali zakat payment. Zakat apa? Zakat income, zakat share, zakat on saving, zakat on livestock, zakat pertanian, zakat perniagaan, zakat share, zakat, semua zakat-zakat tu semua kali asal zakat payment. Are you with me? Kena bayar juga. Are you with me, class? So, dia also ada personal taxes. Bila you tolak semua payment due, barulah you get disposable personal income whereby you can use this money to consume, to save, to whatever you want to do with it. Okay? Are you with me, class? So, in exam, dia tanya, how can we calculate from national income to personal income? What is the difference between personal income and disposable income? What do you mean by income earned but not received? Explain what are the income earned but income received but not earned. Tanya macam itulah. Any question, class? Yes. Baby banyak medium Ada? Any question? Sonyap, Jo. Faham ke? Batrusha
InsyaAllah.
InsyaAllah. Nizam faham?
InsyaAllah. Madam.
Ya. Yeah.
Macam mana ada orang tu macam dia boleh tak boleh apa tak bayar tax?
Siapa tak bayar tax?
Tak, bukan ada macam ada cara macam dia boleh tak bayar tax macam buat donation ke apa ke?
Yang tu dia bawa, dia ada setengah benda tax deductible. Okay, tax deductible meaning to say kat sini dia kena bayar okay, sini ada zakat payment tu kan. Bila you bayar zakat, you boleh tolak tax dekat sini. Ada dekat income tax boleh tayar sebab you dah bayar zakat. Personal income taxes you makin kurang. Okay, let's say company. We talk about company. Kalau personal dia susah. Company dia buat public goods. Dia banner park, dia banner jalan ataupun dia letak bench ke dekat taman-taman kan. Rotary Club ke, Lion Club ke, Amanah Raya pun club ke letak kat situ. So that is what we call it community service. Most of the community service, we talk about that tax deductible. Let's say dia habis sebanyak 200,000. That 200,000 is tax deductible. So bila you kena bayar tax dekat government nanti, tolak 200k tadi. Are you with me, Islam? Okay, that's why kalau most of the big company they do lots of community service. Sebab dah lah dapat nama, isn't it? Tax tak payah bayar. Bukan tak bayar, boleh tolak tax. Tax deductible. Are you with me, class? Okay, kalau personal ni boleh cakap pasal zakat lah. Bila madam tolak monthly duit madam bayar zakat. Bayar zakat dekat zakat faham. Madam tak ingat dah, let's say lah madam tolak 100 monthly. So yearly dapat berapa? So that yearly let's say 12 tak. Mana boleh 12 tak? Banyak ni 100 ni. RM10 lah. Okay. So yearly 120. That 120 madam bayar zakat boleh tolak dekat income tax madam. Sebab zakat adalah tax deductible. Are you with me, class? Dia boleh bayar sikit lah. That kind of. Okay. Bukannya tak bayar langsung tax ni tau. But tax tu banyak sangat kena bayar. Dia deductible. Jadi sikit, makin sikit, makin sikit. Okay, Islam faham?
Faham.
Any more questions? Tak ada? Tak ada? Okey lah. Mana proses lah kalau tak ada. Sure, tak ada? Tunjuk muka lah pula. Tak ada salah dah. Okay. So, let's go for the shortcomings. Okay? Shortcomings of GDP. As I said earlier, we can have a GDP as a sole measurement so that we can see whether or not the country is good. Isn't it? Kalau dia punya GDP dia tinggi, wow, this is a good country, let's invest in this country. But sometimes this indicator is not that good indicator for you to do certain thing. Why? Because of the shortcomings. There are a lot, okay? There are a lot. So let us discuss one by one. The first one, GDP ignore the leisure time and health. Malaysian GDP, 1 trillion USD. Okay, you compare dengan let's say another country, Thailand. Okay, Thailand. So Thailand maybe 900 billion. Kejap, ada orang datang mami ada. Jiran, sekejap. Aduh. Sorry. Ya Allah, takut. Gitulah. Kalau jiran yang baik kan. Mereka suka bagi barang kat mereka. So, bila mereka balas tu, kita tahu kita ada kelas. Okay. Where were we? Ignore the leisure time and health. Okay. Let's say we compare with ours dengan Thailand. Misalan. I don't know. So let's say we have 1 trillion USD. Thailand class. Are you with me? Kau dah lari semua orang pergi makan, pergi tidur. Are you with me class? Ada kan eh?
Yes, madam.
Ada.
Ada.
Takut lari macam Madam. Teruk kan Madam ni. Takkan nak halau jiran. Aku ada kelas mana? Tak ada. Layan lah sekejap ngomong lah cakap. Saya ada kelas ni. Oh ya ke? Tak apa. Pergi. Ada kawan baik Madam juga lah jiran tu. Dia kami ni perantau kan. Dia orang Terengganu. Tak ada siapa-siapa kat sini. Madam orang Kelantan. Tak ada siapa-siapa kat sini. So kami baiklah. Apa mana dia buat, mana bagi dia. Apa dia buat, dia bagi Madam. Nak kena apa. Ikhlas. Okay, so 10 kali dah aku bagi example ni. Okay, Thailand, let's say we Malaysia 1 trillion USD GDP. Thailand, let's say 900 B saja. So, is it shows that we are better off than Thailand? Not necessary, because walaupun 900 B, kita 1 trillion, but we can see that the people of Thailand are happier than Malaysia. Kenapa? Sebab when we talk about leisure tu dia tak masuk. Kita tengok Phuket. Memang bahagia tempat orang tidur dekat Phuket. Isn't it? Are you with me? So, kenapa leisure tak dimasukkan, tidak dikira ke dalam GDP? Kita tengok GDP kita tinggi tapi dia punya pekerja, employee, rakyat dia, citizenship of Malaysian, semuanya murung, depressed. Sebab kena kerja kuat. Because we talk about the production here, isn't it? For you to produce more, for you to have a higher GDP. So you kerja. Are you with me, class? Dulu, for information, kami kerja berapa? 6 hari seminggu for your information, class. 6 hari. Sekarang 5 saja. Sabtu, Ahad cuti. Used to have 6. Hari apa je cuti? Hari Ahad saja cuti. Kalau dekat KL, saya dulu kat KL. Hari Ahad je cuti. Kalau yang satu lagi di other part, Jumaat saja cuti. Meaning Sabtu is a working day. So lepas tu, kita orang macam relationship dengan family pun teruk, kita pun depressed, tak boleh jaga anak sangat. Okay. So kita pun sebab nak kejar GDP tinggi ni lah. So tak tahulah government mana, saya dia cakap start dengan Mahathir, if I'm not mistaken, Tuan Mahathir. Okey lah, kita alternate. Sabtu pertama, Sabtu kedua, Sabtu ketiga, Sabtu keempat. Sabtu pertama dengan Sabtu ketiga cuti. Sabtu kedua, Sabtu keempat kerja. That kind of, okay. Transition daripada Sabtu tu. So, okay, better off. Okay, ini Sabtu ketiga. Okay, Sabtu ketiga kita cuti. Yay, that kind of. So, sukalah. Lepas tu they come up with a solution no work on Saturday. So memang Sabtu dicutikan, Alhamdulillah. So we have 2 days, quality days with family. So bila kita rasa happier, walaupun GDP kita turun sikit. Kalau nak camping holiday, GDP boleh tinggi, tapi walaupun GDP kita turun, kita are happier. So for you to invest in a country, you want to have a happier employee, isn't it? So that you can have a quality of jobs. Are you with me, class? So, GDP tinggi tak menunjukkan rakyat dia adalah bahagia atau tak. Are you with me, class? Hopefully. GDP ignore the externalities. Okay, we know that when we produce more, we pollute more. So, dia tak tunjuk kat situ. Dalam GDP tu ada externality. Meaning to say, let's say we talk about USD. Berapa? Tak tahu mana, tak tahulah. Let's say we talk about 20 trillions. Dia punya GDP. I don't know. Besar sangat kot. 10 trillions. Okay, to 10 trillions. Okay, dengan 10 trillions, dia punya pollution lebih teruk dari kita 1 trillion ini. So, GDP tak menunjukkan bahawa di situ ada externality. Walaupun tinggi tapi externality dia tinggi. Externality ni is, one of it is pollution. So the general meaning of externality is a side effect. The rapid growth in industrial may lead to the side effects such as pollution, depletion and also lots of other things. Okay, externality dia dua. Positive externality dengan negative externality. Positive side effect. Negative side effect. Okay, anybody can give me the positive externality? Apa-apalah. Not necessarily in terms of the productions. Let's say, rumah banglo. Sebelah ni besar. 3 tingkat. Sebelah tu rumah you. What is a positive externality? Knowing that rumah banglo, for sure lah dia punya landscape cantik. Kan? Bila landscape cantik, Madam, battery low. Kejap. Mana? Madam. Sekejap. Dia nak close dah. Aduh. Okay. So, mestilah cantik rumah banglo tu kan, rumah kita sebelah. So, what is the positive externality? Ke mana rumah kau? Alah, rumah aku tu kau pusing lah tak jumpa. Kau nampak banglo merah tu? Sebelah tu rumah aku. So, this is a landmark. You see tak? It's a positive externality. Are you with me, class? Okay, senang. Kesenangan, positif. What is the negative externality duduk rumah sebelah yang besar? Happen to be, sorry lah kalau siapa ada Chinese ni, misalnya lah non-Muslim. Chinese. Malam-malam karaoke. Malam-malam dia akan berparti. You sebelah tu, ya Allah, gedung-gedang. Macam tidur pun macam gedung. Mimpi pun dapat music. So there is a negative effect to give you side effect, the negative one. Are you with me? So side effect can be positive or negative. The same thing with the GDP. So if you produce more, you pollute more. The negative side, most of them, they are negative side when we talk about the production process. You nak kejar quantity tadi, you produce more. For sure, you pollute more. So tak ada. GDP menunjukkan you have lots of pollution in the country. So kata, wow, tingginya GDP this country, jom, invest. Bila you masuk invest, ya Allah, you mestilah bila invest, you nak duduk situ kan? Ataupun you nak pergi ke negara tu. So pergi, terus dapat asma. Sebab teruk sangat pollution. Okay, kita menunjukkan. Are you with me, class? That is the second one. GDP juga ignore, we talk about the population. Yang inilah Mena cakap tadi, GDP per capita. Kita tengok GDP Indonesia 3 trillion USD. Our GDP 1 trillion. Wow. Indonesia is better than us. Sebab dia ignore the population. That's why the other part is that GDP per capita. You bagi dengan population of that country. So theirs is lower than us. Singapore top. Kalau banding 3, Malaysia, Indonesia dengan Singapore. Singapore top, kita kedua, Indonesia ketiga. So in terms of GDP per capita. So bila kita tengok GDP saja, no, that's not the main. You kena tengok GDP per capita pula. Are you with me, class? Okay. GDP ignore the distributions of income. Okay, dia tak kira average measure of production per person. Okay, income received by the people. You baca ayat dia, okay. Per capita GDP is the average domestic product income. It is an average measure of production, i.e. not every person in the economy actually receive this level of production. Some people receive a lot, the other receive little. Therefore, there is an increase in GDP. Many people may not gain. Certainly, the other will lose. Okay, GDP kita naik. Bila GDP ni naik, kita ingat distribution of income also sama. Tapi dia tak nampak. Orang kaya makin kaya, orang miskin makin miskin. That is the concept, because when we talk about the economy, what we are having now is a capitalist. Kita sekarang ni dalam ekonomi capitalist. Kita ikut capital. Okay, those who can produce more, get more. Those who produce less, get less. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. So dia tak akan balance between these two. Okay, class? GDP does not include the value of all output. Betul lah yang tadi, yang DIY dia tak masuk. Yang black market macam China. China punya GDP rendah berbanding dengan let's say Jepun misalnya. Okay, so kalau kita masuk underground activity, black market activity, China akan shoot up. Okay, benda tu adalah transaction, duit keluar masuk tapi tak boleh dikira. So kita kata, alamak GDP China kurang lah berbanding dengan Jepun, jom invest dekat Jepun sebab Jepun lebih tinggi. No, not necessarily in terms of the transactions of black market. Are you with me, class? Price of good does not reflect the true resource cost. Good sold under imperfect competition will overstate the value since price is higher than the cost of production. Are you with me, class? Okay. Price of good does not reflect the true cost. Okay, let's say of that company. Cost dia sikit je. Tapi dia charge mahal sebab dia monopoly. Dia monopoly pengeluar tu sebab dia charge price yang tinggi. Tapi cost dia sikit. So that's why GDP does not include the reflect the true cost. So kita kena tahu bila kita nak invest kat satu negara tu, cost dia berapa, banyak ke sikit. Kita tak tahu, wow, meaning to say, mungkin cost sikit, mungkin cost banyak sebab dia tak tulis cost dia kat banyak. Dia monopoli ke dia tak. So kita kena tahu dia ada monopoli ke tak. Okay, perfect competition ke imperfect competition. Perfect competition satu je, perfect competition. Other than perfect, we call it imperfect. Are you with me, class? Oligopoly, imperfect. Monopolistic competition, imperfect. Okay? Monopoly also imperfect. Okay, so the perfect is only perfect. To compare GDP figure over time is difficult since the quality of the good change over time. Okay? Okay, let's say we produce one car, one computer. Sekarang kita produce one car, one computer still. So which one is better off? Quality. Kan? Kita tak tahu sebab quality tu tak ditunjuk kat dalam tu. Okay? Because dia kata nak compare is very difficult because quality tu naik sikit. You just imagine lah, you have two phones. This is calculator. Misalnya, two phones. Aduh. Okay, you have two phones. Okay. You have two phones. Okay, you have two phones. Okay. So quality dia biasa sikit je. Yang ni lebih kat sini, yang ni kurang kat sini. Yang ni lebih kat sini, yang kurang kat sini. So how can you compare their quality? Which one is better? Are you with me, class? So in terms of GDP, dia tak tengok quality, dia tengok quantity. That's the problem with the GDP. You produce 4 car, you darat dengan 10. The 4 car, you darat dengan 10 juga dengan price. Tapi the second calculation has a more quality than the first. Dia tak tulis quality kat situ. So there's a problem with the GDP. Okay, are you with me? You jual Musang King, you jual apa lagi selain daripada Musang King? D24. So yang D24 quite low. Yang setaraf dengan Musang King, siapa tahu? Tak tahu. Aduh, nak compare. So, meaning to say quality is not considered in calculating the GDP. So there's a problem with GDP. Walaupun kita produce satu komputer, but our computer is better off than this computer, dia tak nampak. Dia tak show the quality there. Okay, just GDP 1 trillion, GDP 400 billion. So kita 1 trillion is better. So that 1 trillion ni dia quality dia low. Yang ni quality dia high. Isn't it? Are you with me, class? You just imagine you guna charger. Charger yang harga RM10 yang low quality. Whereby charger yang Malaysian punya, yang China punya RM10, yang local punya RM10. Isn't it? You boleh guna lama, quality tinggi. Tapi China kadang-kadang guna 2 hari, kadang-kadang 3 hari dah rosak. Kan? Betul tak? So quality dia tak nampak, tapi production dia sama. 1 darab 10, 1 darab 10. 10 saja masuk GDP. Tapi quality tak ada kat situ. GDP should change as output changes, but GDP also change with inflation. Okay, dalam GDP ada inflation. Kita tahu satu komputer dulu 1,000. Sekarang satu komputer 2,000. So GDP dulu 1,000, GDP dulu sekarang 2,000. Does it mean that we are better off? we produce more? No. Tapi GDP yang kedua ni higher sebab higher prices. Meaning to say sebab inflation. It doesn't mean that you are producing more. You are getting more and more product in the country. Okay? Higher GDP and the second one because of the price. Production sama, 1 to 1. 1 with 1,000, 1 with 2,000. Are you with me, class? Because price naik, inflation effects. Any questions? Now? Boleh? Ada? Boleh kami nak habiskan sikit je lagi? Ke nak tunggu minggu depan? Minggu depan tak apa. Minggu depan? Okay, last kali. You balik, you baca. Saja minat bertiaw sebab ni panjang. Nominal GDP against real GDP. Balik, baca, next meeting kita discuss. Hari Selasa, isn't it? Okay. For your information, hari Selasa Medan ada appointment dengan my doctor. Bukan dengan my power, my doctor. So, I don't think pukul 9 Medan ada appointment. I don't think pukul 10 siap. Menunggu, berjangkut Medan menunggu. So, we have to rearrange the class. When are you free? Selasa, minggu depan. Saya ada kelas 24, other than 24.
Oh, tu 6 pun boleh juga tapi
Macam mana? Macam mana, Sofia?
we're free the whole day after
Okay, Medan cubalah 12. So, boleh tak you all makan awal? Mungkin 12 to 1. Sekejap saja sebab hari Selasa just for progress report. So, siapa yang tak ada kaitan dengan progress report, Medan nak ajar sekejap je. Tak payah ajar pun, senang lah, tak payah. Medan tak akan ajar change in GDP and GDP. Jumpa hari Khamis. Okay, change in GDP and GDP, Medan suruh baca. Hari Khamis, Medan bincang sikit. So, hari Selasa, siapa involved dengan progress report saja. So, we have how many groups here? 5 groups kan? 5 or 4? Ada 3? 5 kot. 5 darat 2, 10 orang saja. The rest you don't have to attend. Nanti Medan bagi slot. 12, 12, 10, 12 suku, 12 suku, 3, dan. Boleh tak? Presentation saja. Tak ada kelas, tak ada apa. Tu tak semua orang involved. Boleh?
Boleh.
Boleh tak? Presentation saja.
Boleh, madam.
Nanti bagi slot. Then the respective group follow lah yang mana nak. Okay, hopefully. So makan awal lah. Medan pun insyaAllah Medan makan awal. Sebab Medan kelas balik pukul 2. Okay, sekejap solat tu dan makan. Terus kelas. Okay, read that everything that we have done as well as GDP nominal and real. Okay, anything we discuss on Thursday. Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum.
Madam,
Yeah.
nak tanya.
Yeah.
Kan the last presentation is 2 people, right? So
Yeah.
kalau group tu 4 orang,
4 orang dah habis dah. Dah habis
4
dah.
orang tinggal seorang lagi.
Seorang tu
Seorang
dah
lagi
borong dua.
person.
Seorang tu borong 2 lah. Apa ya cakap 3 economic concept madam kan cakap opportunity cost. Madam mungkin tanya, okay, cuba contoh kat madam. Tiba-tiba you relate salah. So satu sajalah madam kata, madam perbaiki. So tak payahlah. So cakap pasal the summary. Madam cakap tentang B40. Kenapa B40 hurts during the pandemic? Okay, for the students B40, they hurts during the pandemic. Bila madam cakap tentang introduction, bagi definition, bagi the problem ni. Ada 5 problem madam. Lepas tu penyelesaian ni ada 5 dan kami bagi recommendation sikit. Itu saja. Sebab presentation yang betul-betul barulah detail you masuk. Sekarang tak payah, I nak layout saja. Structure the bone of your topic. Boleh? Seorang is enough. Boleh, Sofia?
Okay, madam. Boleh.
Okay, any more questions? Lepas madam kata, okay, we are done. Then you proceed with the making video of the 3 economic concept. Okay, making video. You buatlah masa sehari 2. Tunjuk ke madam? Approve, upload. Upload dapat markah. Tak upload tak dapat markah. Some of the group, madam kata tak payah upload. Dah buat siap, tak payah upload. Bagi kat madam sebab dia punya damage tu teruk sangat untuk di-upload. Teruk salah whatsoever that concept. So madam penalize kat situ je lah. So you tak upload, markah you sikit. Are you with me class? Okay? Then the rest boleh proceed kepada presentation. Last kali kita akan buat presentation. Lambat lagi preparation. Tapi if you to prepare earlier, is all okay. Okay, habis syllabus, kita buat presentations. Boleh? Syllabus kita sekejap je, dalam seminggu, 2 minggu, seminggu tu habis. Tak ada apa dah ni. Pendek je. Okay? Clear? Bye.
Thank you madam.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Madam.
Okay.